And we have a response from Howie. Hey guys, this is Jules with True Crime Reactions. Disclaimer, everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. Okay, the Airmail article that was written by Howard Blum, whatever, regarding Bryan Kohberger and Katherine Ramsland, who was one of his professors from DeSales University. There's a lot of stuff going on with that. Now, Katherine Ramsland has now come out and called Blum a liar. Blum, whatever. I never get his name right. I honestly just don't care. She has now come out through Brian Inton and spoken out against what Howard Blum has claimed in that article, claiming that he is not telling the truth. He's lying about what he is reporting. There's no proof about anything at all that he has even claimed. And just, again, straight up calling him, a liar. He's not being truthful at all about the information that he has presented regarding the relationship between Bryan Kohberger and Dr. Ramsland. Now, that was posted at the end of the day on May the 4th, and it looks like around, I'm going to say 8:30-ish a.m. Texas time, because at the time I'm recording this has been posted for about 4 hours. He has responded via Twitter for the public. And honestly, there's not a lot of people giving a damn. If you look at the ratios of people liking and viewing, not a lot of people seem to care about anything this man is actually claiming, which is pretty interesting, because if he's going to get, attention anywhere, you'd think it would be Twitter. Now, before we get started in his little responses here, if you missed my original review video, it looks like this. If you missed the video regarding Katherine Ramsland coming out and refuting all of the things said in the previous article, that one looks like this. Now let's get started on his responses. So it looks like there's 3 that he posted pretty much at the exact same time. This first one says, Katherine Ramsland has issued a statement about my recent piece. She confirms she reached out to BK's parents after arrest. Okay, but not a few hours after, like there was some sort of weird connection to where she would have been alerted immediately that something went crazy, or that she would have been one of Bryan Kohberger's first calls after his arrest. The insinuation is the problem, sir. Number 2, she refutes that BK emailed her while at WSU. I apologize for that error. Error? You mean that complete and blatant made-up bullshit? Seriously? Number 3, Katherine Ramsland states she didn't demand that Bryan Kohberger's parents get her approval before meeting the Pennsylvania lawyer. I never wrote that. Nevertheless, they did. Yes, you did write that. Let me just go ahead and pull the article up. Better yet, let me pull up my video where I read this out loud. It says, Airmail learned that just hours after Kohberger was arrested that Ramsland called his mom to offer her wisdom and guidance to help her former student and his family through the looming ordeal. Her offer to act as the cool-headed broker for the Kohbergers was quickly accepted. The Kohbergers supposedly refused to meet with their son's court-appointed Pennsylvania attorney until Ramsland signed off. I wonder where he got that information from. So yes, you very much did say that. And he's claiming right here that he never wrote it. So he's lying about writing it when the proof is in the article. And then he says, nevertheless, they did. Meaning that regardless of what this person is claiming, what he said was true, even though he's now lying about writing it in the first place. Does he not pay attention to what's happening here? Or is he really just that far gone that he doesn't see how stupid he sounds? Number 4, there's a chapter on her student BK in her forthcoming book. Can't wait to read. Sure, it will be perceptive. Okay, she also never said she wasn't going to write about Bryan. She was his professor, so regardless of how this goes, I'm sure that it's going to be something interesting to talk about. I mean, you talk about lies, at least she can talk about her actual experience. And look, he repeats number 4, because on the next one, it's number 4 again. Katherine Ramsland states, she never taught Kierkegaard in her class to BK. I never said she did. I think she missed the point to my reference. Now, I don't remember him claiming that in the article. There's just a reference to something sort of like that at the very bottom when it comes to the sort of relationship that he's trying to basically insinuate that there is between Ramsland and Kohberger. So what it actually says is that she wrote her doctoral dissertation on Kierkegaard, not that she talked about Kierkegaard in her classroom. So yeah, there is a little bit of misconception on what was being said there. But neither here nor there, because the only reason why that even got mentioned is because the relationship between this Danish philosopher and this young woman that he had some sort of thing with, that's sort of like him comparing that to what he is throwing out into the universe is to be the truth for Bryan Kohberger and Ramsland, which, again, even at his own admission, he has said he has seen no proof of any of this. None of this is fact-based with receipts at all. Number 5, I still stand on my hypothesis as just that, a theory. But everything about your theory is based off of false information. See, that's the issue that I have with the majority of people. I don't care if you have a differing opinion than I do, as long as your opinion is based off of the facts that are at hand, the actual factual facts, not the made up facts, the rumored facts, the things that you want to believe are true or not, the actual facts, the only ones that actually matter. And whenever your theory or your opinion is based off a bunch of falsities, why am I then not allowed to come out and call you out for your bullshit? See, I'm going to call you out for your bullshit once again now, Howie, because your so safe theory is based off of falsities, based off of things that you yourself have said that you haven't seen any proof of. You yourself has said you haven't seen any proof of these communications, what's actually involved in these communications, if they are actually real. You yourself admit that. So your theory is literally based off of stuff you're making up in your own mind. That's not a theory. That's stupid and pathetic and dangerous and wrong, and you know it. Howie has yet to come out, give any information. He's not being honest in his own responses. He knew damn well eventually somebody that he's talking shit about was going to come out and say something. I'm just shocked that it took Katherine Ramsland getting involved, but maybe because, again, this is sort of putting like a detriment on her career. People are going to read this and they're going to be like, what is she doing? What is happening? Oh my God. And they're going to think all kinds of different things about her than what they have been. Because again, this is putting some sort of weird responsibility, some sort of weight on Katherine Ramsland when it comes to the situation, and trying to insinuate that there is a deeper connection there between Kohberger and her, and technically his family, than there really is. And he has no proof of any of this. It's wild to me that these people can get away with sharing such lies with literally no receipts at all to back them. But let me know how you guys are feeling about all of this down in the comments. If you like the way that I present this information and give my opinion, please don't forget to leave a like on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you were not subscribed already. And please don't forget to make sure that that notification bell is set to all so you don't miss any of my rants, reviews, reactions, updates, or deep dives. See y'all.